your name the correct way because I know I butchered it.
Yeah, my name is Josiah. This is Jean Pierre.
Jjp Pierre. So I was almost there. I was almost
Yeah,
there.
you was.
I was almost there. Welcome, 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 welcome. I see you doing so many amazing things. So I'm so honored to be right here in the midst of you on today. I want you to share with those that are tuned in and those that will see this replay just a little bit about you and what this journey has been like for you becoming an author.
Yeah. Once again, my name is Dr. Josiah Jean Pierre. I'm an execution coach, influential speaker. My mission and vision is to empower others so they can be equipped to elevate fully into whom God created them to be with no limits. My brand is really turning your pain into purpose, and everything you go through in life. I always say the mess of life has a powerful message, the test of life a powerful testimony, and the miseries of life have a powerful ministry.
Wow, that is amazing. So, are you a self-published author, or did you do it the traditional route?
Self-published. I chose self-published because I want to control of my own. I want to have my voice and my power of control doing self-publishing. I just figured out if I do traditional publishing, it'll be more of them having power, more them having control. So I said, if I'm gonna write this book, 7 books in, I want to be able to have full access to my work and my voice and have control of my own work.
Correct. So, what was one of your biggest challenges as a self-published author?
One of the biggest challenges I'll say starting off, I've been writing books now for 9 years. So my biggest challenge starting off would be is getting your book to the marketplace starting off, and how to get to the right audience and market to the right audience with your book, and figuring out where your audience is at and who will give you the potential to give you access to share your work and your voice with your book that you have.
So, what have been some of the strategies that you have found effective for you?
One of my strategies is I had to change my focus on why am I writing this book. So it came from changing it from a revenue focus to a planting seeds focus. So I turned my mentality to if I could just reach one soul, that's all that matters to me. If I could just reach one, teach one. And my book is really about impacting. So I told myself, okay, don't focus on revenue because eventually the revenue is going to come. But let me focus on planting seeds and having impact that way, and once I let that become the strategy, become the driver's seat of my why to writing this book, that's when takeoff started to happen.
Right. So, what are some of the tips that you would give someone that is starting out, someone that wants to, but they don't know where to start?
But the first tip I will say is this: one, just free write. Don't make it be perfect. Don't make it perfect. Have to be perfect at all. Just free write. Put your thoughts on paper and execute. I always say like this: it's like writing an essay, right? When you write an essay, you have an introduction, 3 body paragraphs, a conclusion, and all that. Think of your manuscript as your introduction, and your body paragraphs are your chapters. But I would say just write that, just write your manuscript, write what you have, what's on your mind, free write and see what happens. And then from there on, do not feel like you have to have everything done and over all over again. Just know that once you do, and there's publishing companies out there, and publishing
Mhm.
companies, it's their job to make sure your book looks good. You approve your work. They have a whole team for everybody else, a marketing team, a cover designer, editing team that will do all that work for you. So don't get so stuck up on, hey, I need to make this perfect. Just free write what you have going down. And then once you get to a publishing company, have them do the hardest part of the work, which is editing and
That's
format and everything else. Because this
that's
is
it.
what I did. I put it on paper and I have publishing team do what they got to do to make sure my work looks good.
And that's what I tell people. The hardest part is getting it on the paper. Once you got it on the paper, once you got it out and got it on the paper, everything else is gonna fall into place because that's the editor's job. It is to make sure that you have something that you want to present that represents you.
Yep.
So you can give it back to them 20 times if you want to. It has to represent you and it has to be what you want. But that's what they get paid for. So I tell people, put it on the paper, get it out, and then let them do their thing. So after you have gotten it on